Welcome in, trainers, to a Mantis Deck Playthrough Edition. We're going to be doing the Slowking deck. In this video, I'm going to break down all the cards that I have in the deck list for you to take a look at. So we have Latias in here. For obvious reasons, you're going to need to be able to switch Pokemon in and out. Then we have the Lillie's Clefairy, super strong against Dragon Ball decks. You're going to want to play that. Not only does its attack Full Moon Rondo do 20 damage plus 20 damage for all creatures on the field, but its Fairy Zone ability allows you to do twice the damage to Dragon-type Pokemon. Super important that you put. Slowpoke, obvious reasons, we're going to want to evolve it into Slowking. It also has a Dangle Tail ability, which lets you put a Pokemon from your graveyard into your hand. We have our star of the show, Slowking. You're going to need him to execute any of your attacks. Now he has 2 attacks, but the one you're focusing on is Seek Inspiration. Discard the top card of your deck, and if that card doesn't have a rule box, choose one of its attacks and use it as this attack. Obviously it excludes EX and V, which aren't relevant in this current format. But this is your king linchpin. You will put and mix and match to your own desire whatever Pokemon you find best for that. Following that up, we're going to find one of our backup attackers, which is going to be the Mega Slowbro EX. For 3 Psychic Energy, Shelnado Spin does 180 damage. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by any attack, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, you get to place 12 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. And this is important because this takes out most Pokemon in the format right now, because it does a total of 300 damage. Keep that in mind. If you attach things like Brave Bengal, it'll pretty much finish off just about anything you need to finish off. Next we have Smoochum. Smoochum is a delight, ironically enough, with its attack Delightful Kiss. Search your deck for up to 2 basic psychic cards, psychic energy, and attach them to one of your benched Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Remember, it's your benched Pokemon. I've slipped up plenty of times and forgotten that. But super helpful with like Lillie Clefairy or even Slowking. Then you have Pheasant Deputy, obvious reasons. You're going to be sacking a lot of single play Pokemon, and you're going to want to get that card draw in. Have him on the bench. Try not to play him as an attacker, but you can. He can be a backup attacker to do extra damage and finish off the job. Next up, we're going to have our Metagross. He is one of your main sacked Pokemon that you're going to use for Slowking. Now, it has 2 attacks. The Bounce Back attack, which is 60 damage and switches one of your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. That can be a backup attack, but what you really want to focus on is the Metallic Hammer. It does 150 damage, and it says key in the text, you may discard 3 Steel Energy from the Pokemon to have it do another 50 or 150 damage. Now, because it says may, you don't actually have to. So for 2 attack, you're doing 300 damage, which takes out most Pokemon, including Megas, in the format right now. So needless to say, this is a must and a copy of 2. Next up, we have Kyurem. This will help you take out most of your small-time attackers, your base Pokemon, because for its attack, Trifrost, discard all energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 110 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. Super important early game when people are trying to evolve things. You're going to use him as one of your sacked Pokemon for Slowking as well. It can literally take out 3 cards from most cards in the format for base Pokemon. Then, follow up, we have 4 copies of Mega Kangaskhan EX. Now, let me remind you, the main focus is to utilize his ability, Run Errand. You're going to try to have him up front, get him to draw you cards. He's really broken when you use Maniac's Code Breaking and set the cards that you want on top of your deck and then make yourself be able to draw them. He does have the ability Rapid Fire Combo, which can be used as a backup attacker, as it does 200 damage, and for every heads, it does another 50. Keep that in mind moving forward. we have Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. Now this card's pretty straightforward for the most part, but search your deck for up to 2 cards, shuffle your deck, and then put those cards on top of your deck in any order. This becomes a little bit broken when you, let's say, don't have the stadium card you need, or you want to utilize this card with the Mega Kangaskhan's ability to draw 2 cards, because essentially it's almost like a semi-free way of just getting whatever 2 cards you need to pull from your deck, which is more powerful than an Ultra Ball, and you're not sacking anything to be able to do it, which is excellent in this deck, because you need all the draw power you can get for the most part. Next, we're leading into Meowth, pretty self-explanatory. You're basically just using him for his last-ditch catch ability to pull one of your supporter cards, either the Lillies, Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, to get the cards that you need sooner. Alright, next we're going to break down Night Stretchers, pretty self-explanatory as well. You're going to use it to pull things from your graveyard. Pokepad, obvious reasons, you're going to want 4 copies of these bad boys right here, so that you can pull either the cards you want to sack or the Slowking from your deck, or Slowpoke if it's really slow. Sacred Ash, I include 2 copies just because you're sacking Pokemon to attack with Slowking, and it's super important that you make sure you use the attacks appropriately and in the best way possible. If you don't, you will regret it. This card saves your butt if you did it by accident and sacked the wrong card. Secret Box, also pretty straightforward. You're going to pull a Pokemon Tool, Supporter, and Stadium card by sacking 3 cards from your hand. Switch, also pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to do 1 copy just as a backup in case I don't pull Latias or I need to pull twice. Ultra Ball, you will utilize this as much as possible. Make sure you sack the right cards and the cards you don't need for the play that you're determining next. Wondrous Patch, this will save your butt and possibly be able to make you attack sooner with Slowking. It'll pull that card. This is the linchpin to the series, the Academy at Night. You're going to use this card to take a card from your hand and put it on the top of your deck. Then you can use Slowking's ability. Liz Determination, you're going to want 4 copies for obvious reasons. And Brave Bangle. This will carry you over the edge either with Mega Slowbro or Slowking's ability as well. Just a little bit of extra damage. Boomerang Energy is super important. If you're going to use one of the attacks that make you sack energy, this bounces it right back to your Pokemon. So then you only have to apply a Psychic Energy, a single Psychic Energy. Telepathic Energy, super helpful when it comes to this deck and other Psychic decks. You're going to want to make sure that you use this to either get your Latias on the field, your Slowpoke, or your Lillie's Clefairy. It allows you to get 2 Psychic Pokemon as soon as you utilize it. You can even use it to get your Clefairy early on so that you can get the Psychic Energy built up even faster and utilize it quicker. Obviously, 4 copies of Psychic Basic Energy. It's minimalistic, so you can use as many support cards as you need. Alright, so this is the overall format. We are now going to take this deck and do a test game run for you so you can kind of see how it plays. It may not be perfect, but it will be a winner. I have made so many people rage quit. Here's my, just a little flex. Here's my Master Ball League achievement for the season. And we're going to start up a game. See how this goes. I've made plenty of people rage quit from these games. It wouldn't surprise me if this also was a rage quit, but just because once you take out some of their Pokemon that they're trying to build or trying to do something with, if you take out like 3 of their Pokemon, they pretty much lose their junk. They're like, nope, not doing it today, which I get. Let's see, and we get heads. I prefer to go second with this deck and some of the other decks I play, but you honestly just get a feel for it over time. Now let's see what we got in our hands. This is not the best starting hand. Yeah, sometimes your deck just doesn't favor you. It is what it is. We're gonna have to waste the Meowth And we don't want to play the Kyurem. It's important we keep him in our hand and in our deck to be able to sack it. Last resort, you can play him, but it's just sucky because 2 energy to withdraw him, or you have to wait until you get your Latias or a switch card. So since we don't want to deal with all that, we're just gonna play the Meowth and sack the ability to be able to get the supporter card. All right, let's see. Okay, so they had to cycle twice. Perfect. We got the stadium card we needed and a telepathic energy, which doesn't help us now, but if we're able to pull a psychic Pokemon, then we can get 2 extra psychic Pokemon that we need. Preferably the Latias in this position, and probably either Slowpoke or a Clefairy, so that we can pull the more psychic energy that we need on top of it. Oh, nice. And we got the Metagross, so that'll be super helpful. Let's see. We'll probably... What's the best move here? You always got to take a little bit of time to fully think your move through. But we're going second anyway, so it's not like super important. Oh, yep. He's got a Darkrai deck, which is one of my other decks. I'll show you guys that playthrough at some point if you'd like. Oh, perfect. We got a Mega Kangaskhan. Gonna play that bad boy so we can get sacked out of game. And then we're gonna do Ultra Ball. And for now, we're gonna sack Sacred Ash. We got 2 in the deck. And this is kind of a tough position to be in, but we're likely gonna have to sack one of our, ability Pokemon to be able to use. But it's fine, we can pull him back if we need him. And we're going to get Slowpoke. Now, like I said earlier, this is the power play you want to play. Play the telepathic energy, get the other 2 psychic Pokemon that you want out on the field. I'm going to choose Latias and Lillie's Clefairy. It should give me overall coverage. I think I kind of boned that. I think I wanted to do the Smoochum, but it's fine. We'll make it work. Mega Kangaskhan is going to give me the ability to draw 2 cards. Perfect, look at that. We got some energy anyways. We didn't even need it. I mean, it still would have been helpful, but we have options now, which is super helpful as well. We're going to hold on to the Academy at night. Okay, played Lilies. Just in case he's got a field card or a stadium card that's going to take out my stadium card before I can actually use it. So it's always good to withhold cards sometimes and not play them right away, because you never know what's in your opponent's hand, and it can ruin your entire plan, and then you spend half the game trying to backtrack while he's just slowly picking away at your Pokemon, which is super annoying. So do your best to avoid that. Make sure to try to think over every move you make. Not sure what he's doing by switching out the Toxel. I guess he wants to avoid too many knockout prizes on my end. Okay, he's going for a Pokepad. Let's see what he gets. Ghastly. Now that's a build I haven't quite played with too much. A Gengar, I'm assuming Mega Gengar and... Okay, yep. And Darkrai. That should be interesting, honestly, to play with. Ooh, and we got a Pokepad. Very nice. We already have a Slowking, so we're going to evolve him. And we're going to play our... Let's see... Psychic Energy onto Slowking as well. And then we're going to get a free card draw for 2 cards. Perfect. We got some extra cards we need. I think we should play a Pokepad. And we should grab the card that we discarded. And next, oh, yep, Jaded Animations. Sorry for the updates on my screen. We're going to play the Academy at night. Okay, we're going to retreat. We're going to do Slowking on the field. And Slowpoke as well on the field. And we're going to use that Academy at night. We're going to put Kyurem on the top of our decks. And then we're going to do Slowking's ability. So we can use Kyurem's ability, Trifrost. And we're going to take out his Toxel, his Ghastly, and we're gonna do some damage to his Petromaniacs, just so that it closes the gap and we can possibly finish him off later, so that he can't switch out Pokemon as easily, because it doesn't look like he has a Latias in his deck. Perfect. He puts the Darkrai up. Very nice, very nice. Let's see, he's probably going to use his, Pheasant Deputy to get the 3 card draw. Okay, got the Meowth. What are you going to pull for a supporter card? Looks like we got a Lillie's. Alright, so I'm probably going to play the sack his hand, see what else he can pull. Probably didn't have any energy. Okay, there's the energy. Okay, going Dust Ray, that makes sense. Alright, our smart play here would be to put Mega Kangaskhan on the field for extra card draw. Don't worry, not all has ended. Perfect, we got the other Sacred Ash. So, you took out my Pokemon? Yeah, by the way, I'm just going to put them all back, and the one I had to sack earlier with the Ultra Ball. So, it's all back in my deck. Thank you very much. Thank you, bye. Alright, let's see. What's the best move here? We're going to do card draw with Mega Kangaskhan. Ooh, very nice. We're going to play an item card. Let's go. Wonders Patch, maybe? Let's see. Let's go Pokepad. Yeah, I'll probably do Pokepad. I'm running out of time here. Gotta choose. Alright, we're going to pull the card we desire. Let's see. Here we go. Smooch him. You get more energy. Let's go Smooch him. At least we have the option to get more energy that way. Next move. Now Wonders Patch. We're going to pull that energy, put it on Slowpoke. And then we're going to retreat. We're going to put the Smooch him up. And we're going to do Delightful Kiss. Going to pull 2 Psychic Energy out. And it's a bit controversial, but we're going to go Slowpoke on this one. I'll show you in a second. Once he's done with his turn, let's see what he decides. Alright, looks like he's playing another Dark Energy so that he can use his Darkrai's secondary ability. Now he's going in for the kill, but that's perfectly fine. Switch him, you did your job. That's what's important. Alright, we're going to put Kangaskhan back up as the front runner so that we can get a free card draw. I think we're going to go Lillies? Yeah, let's Lillies. I know I should probably evolve first, but I just want to see my options. In this situation, let's do Kangaskhan's draw 2. Very nice. And let's do an Ultra Ball. And we're going to sack one of the Wonders Patches and a Kangaskhan because we don't need them. Nope, let's do Lillies instead. Alright, yep, that's fine. We might need it. And then we're going to pull our Slowking out of our deck. And then we're going to play it, or evolve our Slowking. We're going to play another Slowpoke. And we're going to play a Ultra Ball. We're going to sack one of our Cypher and one of our Wonder Patches. And we're going to pull the card we need to potentially make him Rage Quit. I'm going to take his Mega Darkrai out, which is like his linchpin. Gotta go to Academy. First we gotta retreat and make a Kangaskhan, put Slowking up, use Academy. This is what I was talking about with the Metagross. Watch this, this is silly. I'm gonna use Seek Inspiration. I'm gonna go Metallic Hammer. It's gonna ask you want to do the extra damage. When would you not? Bang. That's just so mean, I know. Now he's only got one prize. I've got only one prize card left. Let's see what he does. Yep, rage quit. I get it. I'm not even mad. I understand completely. But yeah, so that's a breakdown of the Slowking deck and what it looks like. If you'd like to play this deck, I will leave a link and a list of cards available for you down in the description below at the bottom of this video. If you guys would like to watch anything, any other deck builds, please let me know. Other than that, see you next time, PokePals. If you enjoyed this video or you found any of its contents very useful for you, do me a solid, drop me a follow. Make sure you like this video, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and share it. Please, we need more people in this wonderful community. Love each and one of you. Have a wonderful day. See you next time, trainers.
Just still gotta catch 'em all. Be the best that you can be.